So I created this spreadsheet. All I have to do is refresh it, and it selects an exercise for me. Selects an exercise, selects what I'm going to listen to or give someone a call, and also what I'm going to eat. All things that could potentially help get me out of a rut, stimulate endorphins, keep me moving, and give me some variety in my daily routine. So I used the spreadsheet 2 or 3 times a day. I let it select what my activity was going to be, either lunchtime, during the workday, maybe 2 things in the evening. Sometimes I do something in the morning. But I tried to stick to what the spreadsheet said because it gave me structure and it removed the need to make a decision. So the goal was to get me out of a rut of same exercise, not enough. Same listening to an audiobook every time I did exercise and turning my brain off completely, and not keeping up with people enough. So I followed the spreadsheet pretty strictly for the first 2 months. Then later on, the 3rd and into the 4th month, I still used it. I still took the advice of the spreadsheet, but I gave myself a little more flexibility because I could tell I was already starting to fall into this pattern that I wanted from the spreadsheet. And that was the whole point of setting the spreadsheet up, was to make it not necessary eventually as a temporary thing to get my brain doing what it should be doing by itself. And it really has helped. It's really been a very useful tool for me. I'm not going to say it's changed my life or formed habits that are going to last until I die, but it helped give me just the impetus to get moving, which is exactly what I needed. Now, about 4 months out from starting using this spreadsheet, I'm not using it anymore, but I can tell it's made a difference. I can tell that I am having more variety in my exercise. I can tell I'm doing more than just listening to an audiobook. I'm listening to music sometimes, I'm listening to nothing and letting my brain process. I'm talking to people. So it's been a really good thing. Even several months after stopping using the spreadsheet, it's still helping. So this is what I recommend. If you are stuck in a rut, if you're not getting the exercise you need, if you know you need more endorphins, make a list of the things that you know are good for you, the things you know make you happy, the things you know your body and mind need to run well and for you to be content. It could be exercise. It probably is at least partially exercise, but it could most definitely be cooking bread. It most definitely could be calling your mom on the phone, whatever it is, whatever you need to feel connected, to feel healthy. Make a list and actually write it down. Don't just think of it in your head. Write down a list of these things. Then pick something off the list every day. Make sure the things on the list are manageable. Say 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour. You could make a spreadsheet. You could, I'm sure there's apps out there that can help. But even just having that list written down, that your mind can reference back to at the time when it really needs that list and may not be able to come up with it very well, or may not have the motivation to make a decision, just make a list, pick something, and do it. I know it's not always that easy. I'm not trying to oversimplify problems people have with regulating their contentment, their happiness, but at least for me, this has helped a lot. One more thing. There were definitely days where I didn't follow the spreadsheet perfectly, where I was lazy, where I was busy, where even with the spreadsheet, I couldn't find the motivation. That's gonna happen. My recommendation is just don't beat yourself up about it. Accept it, it's gonna happen. Do what you can that day, even if it's stretching for 5 minutes. Try again the next day.